Yes guys, I'm back with another one, and today I'm just going to be looking at BTC, my weekly review on BTC like I normally do. I'm also going to be looking at a few altcoins to see where we're at, what levels we're at, see if we've hit any of my levels where I said that I'll be taking longs. I'm also going to be looking at BTC dominance to see where we're at with BTC dominance, see if it's hit the level that I predicted that it was going to hit. Like I say, just an overall review of BTC dominance, how altcoins are performing against BTC. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. So here we go, BTC, let's have a little look, see where we're at. So I did have a fair value gap right in this area where we're at the minute. We tagged it, we did push off from that area, which was around 55k. We pushed off a good 10% ish. We have come into another significant area, which is bearish fair value gap at the minute. The reason I did this prediction was I could see it coming back into this fair value gap, which was a bullish fair value gap. It did tag into it like I said it was going to do. That were around the 11th of September. It pushed off. It's now inside this bearish fair value gap. And like I say, the reason that I've predicted something like this is because I think it's going to flip this fair value gap. That's my personal opinion. And then we're going to come up into this order block like we did previously. So if you have a little look at this order block, let's have a little look at the order block. See, these order blocks are good for the simple reason is, if you look at the order blocks, so if we go back to these order blocks, see how it's come down, stayed inside this bearish order area, which is the order block. It then dropped, it came back into this bearish order area. It took that liquidity there, which was around 70k. It pushed to around 70.1k and failed. When it failed like that, the next day, you could have taken the short at around 66k. But that's a fail. That's failed to flip this order block into a bullish order block, and then it came down. So this is why on this order block here, I'm thinking it's going to do the same. We've also added confluence. We have the point of control at this area, which is at 64.1. So if we see something very, very similar to this, we're coming up into it, we fail, it closes below it. The next day, I will be taking a short in this area. But we will see. You know, I'm not saying this is a guarantee, because nothing in trading is an actual guarantee. It's just probabilities that we're actually trading. So these are the areas that I'm looking at. This area here is around 64.1. We want to see it try and take this liquidity, so we might even push a little bit higher to about 65. Take that liquidity there, which is a significant area of liquidity, and then we drop down and potentially take this area of liquidity, which is at 52.5, and then we've also got the area of 49.0 as another area of liquidity. Yesterday and today is probably going to be very, very choppy, but we do want to see Bitcoin doing something like this for at least a week or so. possibly, before we do drop to the lower levels. Because if it stabilises, we should see a nice little push in the altcoins. So there's BTC dominance, like I wanted to look at. Let's have a little look at dominance. So BTC dominance, I'm going to go into the weekly. We've got, on the dominance, we do have a massive bearish fair value gap here. There's no order block. So the reason there's no order block at the minute is because it hasn't created this order block. So what I want to see is, I want to see BTC dominance do something like this. Fail. And then start to push down back to the point of control, which is around this area at around 42%. I want to see something like this in BTC dominance. If it flips this, then unfortunately I think altcoins are going to get absolutely wrecked again. They've been wrecked already, really badly wrecked since this down here. So we've had this push up, we've had a 50% increase. Your altcoins have dumped nearly 80 to 100%, which ain't nice, but part trading. Trading's one of them. You know, you need to stick to your rules in trading. You need to see certain areas to take your longs and to take your shorts. You know, I spoke to somebody the other day and all I use is support and resistance. Very similar to what I use, but these different concepts inside what I use. You know, inside what I use, there's market maker models, there's structure, there's market structure, there's all these. So keep an eye on these areas. This is what I'm expecting BTC dominance to do. BTC, that's what I'm expecting BTC to do, which will then literally line up with that bearish order block. We want that to flip into a bullish. So we want it to come down into this area and then fire off before we can actually hit these areas. You know my main area, what I've said is around between 80 and 86. That's my area. It looks like most of the sausages on Twitter as well. Excuse me. They're thinking about the same at the minute. We've still got a few sausages that are saying, oh, we're going to this, we're going, no, we're not. And truthfully, that area is nil and void. Stop listening to the sausages. If we also want to look at the stochastic, I don't really use it much, but we can have a little look at it anyways to see where we're at on the stock. The stochastic at the minute, the fast line has flipped. But if you have a little look here, when the fast line flipped, it hit the middle area and dropped. We're probably going to see something again like that. We're going to bottom out and then push off, get to this area at around between 80 and 86 and then drop. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what I'm looking at. So if it does get to 100k, it gets to 100k, but my personal opinion is that I don't think we will get to 100k. Like I say, that's just my personal opinion. And when we do go into the bear, I reckon this area here is probably going to be the area where you want to be longing. I'll mark that out around this area here. This is probably going to take a while, so we'll probably do something like this. Go to that area, start going sideways again, eventually start to drop into that area sideways again, and then push off. That's my prediction, but we will see. Like I say, trading's probabilities. I don't have a magic ball. I don't think anybody's got a magic ball. We don't know what the big boys are going to do, so keep an eye on that area. I'm going to try not make this video go on mega long. I'm just going to have a little look how long I've actually been going in my OBS. 10 minutes so far. I'll give it another 5 or 6 minutes. I can have a little scan through some of these coins, some of these altcoins. Right, we're going to start with storage. Have a little look at storage. Let me just get rid of these drawings. Right, storage. On the weekly, we're in a nice significant area at the minute. Market structure flipped here. But what you've got to think is, am I willing to take a long there? Seeing as we've just took out that and we're actually coming into a bearish order block? Probably not. That's why you need to keep market structure in mind at the same time when you're actually looking at these coins. The reason I wouldn't have taken a long, the reason I didn't take a long, is due to the fact that if you want to use the stochastic, we are using the stochastic here. If you have a little look on the stochastic, we're at the top, which means it is very strong. You know, when it's at the top area, it's very, very strong. Your longing area probably were going to be around here. When you had that big bullish push, we've created the fair value gap here. Remember, this is on the weekly. We've created that fair value gap there. We've tagged it. We've pushed off. You know, a lot of people get FOMO and think, oh, it's never going to come back down, blah, blah, blah. You know, you've got a nice 100% move there. But from that 100% move, we have now dropped nearly 80%. So keep an eye on storage. In this area, we can drop into the daily. Let's have a little look into the daily. See how it never closed below that order block? That there is a bullish order block. It never once closed below it on the daily. So that's what you've got to have a little look at. Oh look, my Amazon order's turned up. Lovely. Even if we go back into the weekly and have a little look here, around that area there, 21st of August, we did close below it, but we didn't close with a big push. You're going to have to excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, having a little look here, we never closed below it. We've got significant areas of liquidity lying around. Ain't much below us at the minute. Most of the liquidity is up above us, here and here. Keep an eye on that area. I'm going to drop into RUNE. Let's have a little look at RUNE. What's going on with RUNE? Not how many drawings on it. We'll cancel that off. Have a little look at RUNE. Let's get a volume profile. RUNE at the minute, we're trading around at the point of control. Another significant area of interest to keep an eye on RUNE. We're at the point of control. Can we flip the point of control and use it as a support area? Can't really say right now. We have got liquidity lying down here in RUNE at 2.567. And then we've got a significant area of liquidity lying around at $11.455. We've also got some more liquidity lying around 7.3. Keep an eye on that. NIA. I want to have a little look at NIA. I haven't really looked at NIA in a while. Let's have a little look at NIA. We've got significant areas of liquidity up above us. We've got significant areas of liquidity below us. We have the point of control that's below us on NIA as well. We are at the value area high at the minute. Just keep an eye on NIA. I've got areas where I want to be taking longs on NIA, possibly after we take this liquidity here. But when we take that liquidity, I do want to see us push off. AVAX, what are we doing on AVAX? AVAX, flip that bullish order block. We've now started to come down again. Another area of interest, $17.05. Keep an eye on that area to swipe that liquidity. and then hopefully once we do this, swipe that liquidity, go sideways a little bit, and then come back up to that area. Like I say, we've got liquidity line up above us there, so you want to, you know, that's probably going to be the area that you want to keep an eye on. We have got this significant order block up above us, another area to keep an eye on. Next RNDR, I think it's now render. So that there were a bullish order block in render. We failed to keep hold of that on bullish fair value gap, sorry. At the minute we're coming into another bearish fair value gap right here. Yeah, they are significant areas to keep an eye on at the minute. Point of control on render is back up inside that bearish order block. So really what we want to see is we want to see another order block to get created around here. Swipe this liquidity and then away we go. Hopefully back to about $10. They're the areas that you want to keep an eye on, but we want to start creating bullish order flow. At the minute we're creating bearish order flow. MKR, I know MKR's had a big old dump. MKR, can't really see no significant in the weekly. Actually, let me just go back to NIA. Sorry, let me go back to NIA. That were on the weekly. Let me go back into NIA. Let's go into the daily on NIA. So that area was a bullish fair value gap. We've not reclaimed that. We did have bullish order block there. Our next area, big area order block, is around $2.07. And then we also have another one at $2.01. So maybe stagger into your orders around these areas. And then render on the daily. At the minute, we are inside a bullish order block. That could be a potential longing area. What I want to look at though is I want to see this little bit of liquidity get swiped out, close the candle up above it, and then we'll go for the long. Until then, I won't touch it. Right, into Bitcoin Cash. To the weekly. Easy really. Just another significant area of interest here. You know, we failed to take that liquidity there. That's a failed area of liquidity that's not been taken. And that were in March when everybody were like, oh, BTC's going to go to you. Well, you know where. And you know what my take on all that was. They're all full of... See how we've got order blocks that have like... They're over each other here. You know, you don't really want to see that. You want to see them spread apart. See, look there, in Bitcoin Cash, you get your little tag into it there when it wants to go on it. That was 15th of April, and then it fell down drastically. I'm just trying to think if there's any other altcoins that I want to look at. I don't really like to look at the shitters. That is a shitter. That's an absolute dog doo-doo coin. Imagine if you hadn't sold it out there. Quite you're holding now. You're holding some right dog doo-doo. But on these shitters you can use the order blocks as well. You know, significant areas of interest. Into them, bang. See you later. Swipe, bang. Easy as that. This is why I don't take 400 trades a week. You know, I think this week I've taken 2 trades this week. I see many people and they're taking so many trades each week. I'm just like, wow, why are you taking so many trades? You think you're going to get rich in a week? No, this is a long game. It's a very, very long game. There's people out there that have been trading 10 years and are still not profitable. You know why? Because they take 35 to 40 trades a week. It's pointless. Literally, 1 trade a week, 2 trades a week can make you more money than people trading 40 trades a week. So easy. So easy. Let's have a look at the DXY while we're at it. We might as well. Yeah. See, even with DXY, just using these order blocks, you know, having a look at this order block here. See how it's not really pushed off in any significant area. Candles are not closing like that or like that. They're the sort of candles that you want to look at. They're the sort of candles that you think, oh yeah, now I can take a long. But when you see a candle like that, or like that, or like that, it's very indecisive. They're undecided of where this coin, where the DXY could probably go. So, you know, these are certain areas that you need to keep an eye on. Go on, I'm going to have a little look at Ethereum. So I did have this here. The weekly inverted fair value gap. Told everybody in the group. That fair value gap has been inverted. I think a couple of them in the group says, no, it's not been inverted yet. Which is true. It's not. It didn't get inverted. This was on the 5th of September. I said it has been inverted. They were like, no, it's not been inverted yet. But it has come into a big bullish order block. We've also got another weekly bull fair value gap further down. That area there was an area to sell. It never closed back above that area. It never did. That's why I called that an inverted fair value gap. We've also got a daily bear here, which it did tag into twice and dropped significantly. So the area of interest is around 2-1. We've also got another area of interest at around 1744. Keep your eye on them areas. But the point of control in Ethereum at the minute is around 3,500. So let's see where we go with Ethereum. My possible prediction is sweep and go. That's my prediction. I'm going to save it. I will keep it there. Let's see how we play out on that one. Because this here is a very significant order block. A very, very significant order block. So let's just see how we go on that one. And that's it. That's all I'm going to be looking at today. Like I've said before, I'll advise you, stop listening to all the sausages on Twitter. Especially one guy. I'm not going to name him because I don't want to plug him. Don't listen to him. He's a sausage. And that's it. Like I said, I'm going to get off now. I've got a really busy week with my business, and that's why I not put a video out earlier on this week, because my business has been taking a lot of time. So, but yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading.